Bro, Tekken is the slowest fighting game ever. It is so boring. Psych.
Get your thumbie up, not your funny up, boy. Bow, 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 bow.
Fuck around and find out we dance in circles. Hey, yo, they need the llamas. Take basic attacks, high, mid, or low. Play patiently and try to mix up your opponent on whether they should duck or not. That's how you hit the mids, and that's how you get big damage. But if you want to skip all of that stuff, bro, and really have your opponent ready to rage quit instantly, all you gotta do is hit that practice mode, baby, and input the nearest YouTube max damage combo. You'll be smoking these fools in no time. These matches are gonna be super easy, right? Spamming them launchers, dog. If it ain't broke and they can't stop it, don't fix it. As long as you're having fun, no matter how you play, and not raging, then I'm all for it, bro. Let's go. Until then, all we got is Tekken 7, and it's been a minute since I've played Tekken. I'm not the best either, so I'm jumping into this one with the intent to figure out these matchups and get prepared for the next game. You guys can definitely add me as a friend on Steam, tune into the lives, all that good stuff. Thanks for subscribing and following. Strong fundamentals will take you a long way, and before we start this string of tutorials, I wanted to bring you guys a set of mine that we had in the Tekken 8 beta right before we hit the maximum rank. And if you're still on the fence of playing Tekken or joining the 3D fighting game community, I definitely recommend it. I think these games are awesome and they build a much deeper understanding of how fighting games work in general. When you got some skill that you pick up from this game, I feel like it transfers to your other 2D fighting games immediately. But some of the things that you pick up from your 2D fighters may not translate over here. So when you do come here, there's some things that you're gonna have to let go of. Particularly is the fight speed. When you see matches like the one that's happening right now, the game is brand new. So we're just pressing buttons, bro. We want to see what the new moves look like. We want to see what they look like on block. We want to see what they do on block. And we want to see how our opponent reacts on hit, obviously. But generally, 3D games go a little slower because movement matters that much more. So you're not going to see as many attacks as you will see movement in this game. 2D fighters don't move nearly as much as these. They don't have side steps. Another thing is down one. In most fighting games, a crouching light attack, which crushes highs, is a go-to tactic to get yourself out of pressure, even if the pressure is like super real, fake pressure or otherwise. But in Tekken, that's really not the case. Honestly, some characters don't even have a traditional down one, so although you can use it, and Law is a character that can use it, a lot of characters can't do that. There's a decent amount more knowledge checks when you're playing Tekken in comparison to some of the other games, especially because this game series has been around for a long time. But ultimately, I feel like Tekken is built off of you using normal attacks to try to bait your opponent into punishing something that's not punishable, or pressing an attack and it whiffing, and then punishing their mistakes with like a combo, and then resetting the situation. But you can play Tekken in a lot of ways. You can play decent neutral, you can play aggressive offense, you can play keep out, you can go for combo damage. There are setups on block, setups against the wall, and then there's characters who use grabs. This game is definitely one of the more sophisticated fighting games and is worth the time if you are willing to put it in. Even if it's not a lot of time. A huge misconception is that you have to spend years playing this game to get good, and it's not necessarily true. While this game is not as straightforward in high, mid, low, having consistent reactions on block and hit like Virtua Fighter, there's still some pretty decent reliable mechanics that you can use in this game against any character that'll help you get better faster just from seeing what you're looking at before you have to go look at the move list or see what the frame data is, if you even understand frame data, which is a gigantic topic that we have on this page, and especially my TikTok, of course. So I can make a few videos about it if you guys want, and we'll definitely come around to talking about frame data after we get through the most basic parts about Tekken. I do appreciate everybody over here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna let the rest of this fight play out, and I'll catch y'all on the flip, man. Peace.